Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Chico's Live here on Facebook. My name's Brandi. I am your style expert. I am so excited to be back with all of you today. It is a tip-packed show. What if I could tell you the 10 things you need for this spring to create the perfect capsule wardrobe? Well, I got you. That's exactly what you and I are going to do together. Before I get started, of course, I want to say hello to my fashion crew out there. Please let me know where you are joining from today. I'm home today in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I cannot wait to get started going through the 10 must-have pieces to create the perfect capsule wardrobe. Now, these tips, they also work well for packing for trips as well. So I'm going to reference that as we go through it. So as we get started, there are 2 easy ways to shop today. Yes, I already see Beverly. She is on it. So the first way is to comment the word link. L-I-N-K, and our team will send you a lookbook with everything that we're showing in today's show. You can also click below. Our team in just a moment is going to pin that shop the look. There it is. Thank you so much. All you need to do is click right below there where it says shop the look, and you can get access to that same lookbook. So I see so many fashion friends joining. I want to say hi, Kathy, my neighbor in Dunedin, Florida. I see Betsy from Hilton Head, South Carolina, Vicky from Oklahoma, Bobby, one of my fashion BFFs from Austin, Texas, Janet from North Carolina, Kathy from Asheville, and Beatrice, one of my other, what I always love to see, the OGs of the fashion crew. Well, whether you are new to us or you have been with us for some time, let's go ahead and get this live started. So, tip number 1, when we are building the perfect spring capsule wardrobe, I challenge all of us to think like a buyer. And that's a fun thing. Think like a fashion buyer, because in doing so, we're going to break it down into key categories. So first category being tops. So there are 3 things that you need to have within the tops category: essentials, wovens, and tees and knits. So since I have this little beauty on, we're going to go ahead and call out number 1 as the woven blouse. Now, the difference between a woven and a knit is how much stretch the fabric has going up and down and aside in the fabric. So wovens naturally are not going to have as much stretch across them. However, if you get the fit right, they are the most universally flattering silhouettes of tops that we can wear. Now, to get something that is spring forward, like my daughter said right before I was going live, "Oh, Mom, that little top, that looks like you are ready for spring." Fabric and texture is a great way to start tiptoeing into spring. So I've done so in this beautiful eyelet that is then printed in a beautiful sunny floral on top. Karen is saying, "Oh, I love that blouse." It's sitting right and nice at elbow length there. A little bit of volume there in the sleeve. Now, this is a true eyelet with that transparency. So you're going to want to get the piece that goes underneath it, which of course is item number 2, all about that essential microfiber tank. I'm going to chat about that a little bit more in just a moment. So what's also nice is the length here. So for reference, I'm 5'6", and I love that. Even Jane says, I don't naturally gravitate towards yellow, but I love that color. And it is hitting right at my hip bones here. So if you are more on the petite side, this is not going to be an overwhelming style on you. It is running true to size. Now, if you haven't shopped with Chico's before, we do have unique sizing here. So we go from a size 000, which would be like a size 0 elsewhere, up to a size 4, which is like a size 2022. So for reference, again, I'm 5'6", and I tend to be a size 00 here at Chico's, or a size 2 elsewhere. So I always reference if it's running true to size, which would be your true to size. So this is where we're starting with this beautiful woven. Now, I always say, when you're packing for a trip or when you're building your wardrobe, I always love thinking about a 3-to-1 ratio, a 3 top to 1 bottom ratio, whether that's for packing or whether that's for purchasing. Now, we're going to talk about denim today as one of those key categories within bottoms, but also trousers as well. So I want to take this beautiful blouse off because I do have a couple of other amazing woven choices. And Jane's saying, I love that top and I don't think it will overwhelm my frame. So eyelet, so fresh, so gorgeous. And Jane says, yes, 3-to-1. That's what I'm doing. So we started with something a little bit more cropped, hitting right at that hip level. Now let's change up the proportion. And just like Anne said, I wish it was in tunic length. Well, Anne, I've got something in tunic length that might be right up your alley. So if eyelet within that wovens category is not on your must-have list, let's try this one on for size. Two things I love are no iron linen and in a tunic length. Let's just take a step back and enjoy this beauty in all her glory. I love the whimsy of the beautiful painted florals on one side with that gorgeous abstract navy stripe running down the other. Now that stripe, because it's running vertically, is going to be so much more flattering on the body and keeping that nice long lean line. Because it's in that tunic length, you could do this as either kind of a third piece, as I've done here, layering it as a topper. Or, of course, you can button it up and have it be that beautiful true tunic length. Pickups on the side, so you're still going to get that nice long length through the leg. And then let me give you the twirl from the back as well. I love the print that we have here on the front. Just a little extra surprise. Look at that gorgeous detail, that gorgeous print. I feel like our unique prints here are so thoughtfully placed rather than just a print all over. So for that number one, when we're talking about building that spring capsule, it might be the lace or the eyelet, or it could be in our classic no iron linen. So two gorgeous options to choose from. So as I mentioned, we talked about the woven top, one of the must-have pieces, but we have to have number two, the essential piece, and it is all about the microfiber tank. I want to show it to you in two different iterations. This is that classic scoop neck. This is in that true optic white. I chose the optic white because more of the spring pieces are going to go back to that today. If you feel like you're good in this classic silhouette, and I'll swap into it in a little bit, I challenge you to invest in this regal high neck option. Available in a couple of different colors, but I am all about investing in the classics. That beautiful, of course, matte black with that higher neckline. And it is available in a gorgeous ecru as well. But you're going to see me today, for the most part, sticking with either that beautiful optic white, and then I'm going to shift into the higher neck in the black for some of our other looks. So number one, it's all about the woven. Number two, all about getting those great essentials with that microfiber tank. And everybody is saying, so cute. So I'm going to go on to my third piece in tops. While I change, I also kind of want to start talking about the jeans that I have on, because I'm starting to see some great questions come in about it. What's fun about this jean is that it is a new silhouette for us. This is a high-rise straight crop. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that silhouette. I always call this like fashion show and tell style. So I'm going to swap into this top and I'll be right back, everybody. And Carol is saying, oh, I love the square neck shell. You know, the microfiber tanks are truly one of those legendary pieces here at Chico's. And it's always great to assess, you know, is it time to invest in a new color, a new classic, a new silhouette? And speaking of investing in a new silhouette, the high-rise straight crop in this jean. I love the wash in it, that you're getting kind of a nice kind of clean wash. Now, don't be afraid of the word high-rise. I know I think high-rise and I think it's going to be right up here under my rib cage. And what am I going to do? High-rise is going to sit right up about 2.5 to 3 inches above your hip bones, right at belly button level, at the smallest part of kind of where your natural waistline will come in. Now, everything that I'm showing you today, because I'm seeing lots of great questions about it, all you need to do, comment the word link. You'll see everything that I'm showing you today in that lookbook. So the Chico's high rise is truly a high rise made for real women. It's not made for a teenager. It is going to sit up, and you're also not going to have to do what I call the wiggles, where you feel like you're going to have to pull them back up. This high rise, straight crop silhouette is going to be flattering no matter if you're 5'2" or if you're 5'11". So let's go on now and talk a little bit about the beautiful, now number 3, those knits and tees category. And there's no better way to inject a little bit of that springtime feeling than, of course, novelty and color. Everybody is saying, oh my gosh, look at this beautiful purple. It has just that right amount of saturation that it again is going to be universally flattering on all of our skin tones. A beautiful moderate V here. Again, a very flattering neckline. So you're getting that nice lightweight, easy knit through the body. I'll pull it out and show you the full length in a second, but then a little bit of that spring novelty with this beautiful, delicate petal sleeve here. It adds dimension. It, of course, adds a little bit of fun, but it's not going to add volume to your frame or be overwhelming on you or make your shoulders or arms appear larger. It's actually going to do the opposite because of this nice loose sleeve there that just kind of cascades down. And again, is hitting right there at that nice sleeve level. So within the tee category, now that we have wovens check, we've got that essential tank taken care of. To me, I love injecting color and of course, just a little bit of fun, right? It's springtime. Well, let's now talk about print. Christine is saying, oh, now that is a gorgeous color. I also love playing with print. Now, as you'll see here, when I'm building my capsule collection, I'm anchoring it in my neutrals. I'm anchoring it in classic black and white. And then I'm injecting just a little bit of color here or there and a little bit of print, because that way you're going to get more use out of your items. So before I swap into this beachy inspired tee, I do want to show you the length here on the tee. So the tee is going to be hitting, if my hips are here, you're going to get about another 3 to 4 inches of length. However, I always challenge us to think about our body in terms of thirds rather than halves. So when I pull my tee out like this, I am cutting my body in half and I am finishing that tee and creating a band right around the widest part of my hips. Don't do that to yourself. And stop thinking about your body in halves and start thinking about your body in thirds. So you can either shift that proportion up just slightly so it now hits at hip level. So you're creating that 1/3 proportion from your shoulder to your hip, and then you're creating that nice long lean line down, or go for that true tunic length. And then you're going to get that 2/3 proportion on top with that nice long proportion of the 1/3 on the bottom. Trust me, creating that breakdown into thirds rather than halves is going to create what I always love to call a little bit of that fashion magic. I'm going to put on this little beachy inspired tee and I will be right back, everybody. So this is just a great cotton blended with spandex t-shirt. So it's going to have great stretch, but also great recovery to it. Recovery is kind of described as, does it bounce back, right? And because it has that spandex blend in it, it's not going to stretch out. It's going to maintain its shape. I mean, how cute is she, right? So you're getting that beautiful, almost again, kind of painterly abstract color that that is going to go throughout this tee. And because it has so many of the trending colors of spring, I saw so many of you saying, oh, I am ready for kind of those saturated pastels, those sunny yellows. Well, this allows you to start picking up so many of those beautiful colors. And it's going to go great back to white, denim, any of those linens that we kind of have going on. And Deborah says, I love that tee that you are showing. So for example, we've talked a lot about the woven, the essential, and the tee. I now kind of want to start going into bottoms and breaking those down into number 4 and number 5. Number 4, of course, being denim. I'm going to swap into a different pair of jeans in a moment, but I also want to talk about trousers. Now, what ratio you have between jeans and trousers is a truly personal preference, and it really depends on your lifestyle, right? So, but this new little white jean. So first of all, it's in our no stain white denim. So most water-based stains are going to slide right off of it. I know that gives me a lot of peace of mind, especially when I'm being bold enough to wear white. It's also in the silhouette that I shared a couple of weeks ago. It's our So Slimming Girlfriend jean in that new kick flare silhouette. So I'm going to put this on. And of course, I've got more fabulous items back there. So stand by. I'm going to keep answering all your questions and I'll be right back. So yes, I am 5'6". Many of the items that I'm showing you today are available in both petite and in regular. So again, all you need to do is just comment the word link and our team will send you the lookbook of everything that's in today's show. So this little kick flare, again, consider this the evolution of the boot cut. The boot cut is our fashion BFF. It looks fabulous on all of us, but I'm also going to tell you why this little kick flare that I know many of you purchased in that classic denim wash a couple of weeks ago is another great investment choice. Now, especially when we're thinking about adding things for spring, identify what you don't have. If you're anything like me, I kind of gravitate towards the things that I already have, and then I keep adding to that. So this is a good opportunity to think about, do I have a white jean? Is it time to invest in a new one? And as I said, this great little kick flare, you're going to get that nice So Slimming technology from the Girlfriend jean. No stain woven into the fabric itself. And then that nice little slim leg with that flare going on underneath it. So for a moment, I just want to go monochromatic here. How elegant is this together? So the eyelet from the top of the show, well, let's show that in a little bit of a different way now, shall we? Look at this beautiful stretch poplin with this gorgeous eyelet detail, not only on the pocket placement, but also at the bottom. Now you can layer this with your microfiber tank, or just do it as a standalone piece. I'm going to pop this one on. I'll be right back, everybody. I love that Elizabeth is sharing her love for the no stain jean. It's not a gimmick. It is true technology that has been put into the jean itself. And as I said, it's truly given me a lot of peace of mind. So stretch poplin. Okay, poplin is of course derived from cotton. So you're gonna get all of that natural fiber, comfort, breathability, easy care, easy wear that goes along with it. But because it's a stretch poplin, it feels a little dressier. You're gonna see it has a nice cool to the touch feel to it. It has a little bit more of a sheen to it as well. Now, great question. Everybody's asking if these are true white. These are alabaster. So these are going to be just a little shy of that true optic white. But when you kind of go for that classic white on white, what an elegant way to, again, still feel very covered, but start transitioning into the new season, especially if you loved that eyelet, but you wanted something with a little bit of a different sensibility to it than from that first one at the top of the show. Well, we've talked now about number 4, the must-haves in denim. Try new silhouettes, like that first one I had at the top of the show in the high-rise straight, or again, in that new So Slimming Girlfriend with that little kick flare. It is available in a true petite as well. So if you want to check out all of the specs on it, all that you need to do is, again, comment the word link or click right below there on Shop the Look so you can take a look at all of that. All right, I am going to swap into my black high neck tank. And when I come out in my next look, Betty just asked a great question. Can you show the hemline of this jean? Absolutely. It has a little bit of like an eyelash trim to it. So I will absolutely show that to you. All right. So now, oh gosh, where are we gonna go? I think we gotta go with something we know and love, right? The Bridget. A great lightweight material for spring, but again, in a great cropped wide silhouette. And look at this beautiful scalloped and eyelet embroidered edge here. So I'm gonna put these on. I've got more pieces behind you. Just wait till we get to jackets. Oh my gosh, and I'll be right back, everybody. While I'm changing, I saw a great question saying, I'm 5'4", should I get the petite? Well, what's really important to note is that petite is not just shorter in length. For our petites here, the piece is entirely re-engineered. So the rise is going to be different. Every piece of that jean or that trouser or that jacket is going to be different. So I always recommend taking a really close look at the measurements on our website to really see if the petite is the right fit for you. But I would say at 5'4", you know, one of my fashion BFFs, Keisha, who's been on with me, she's 5'3.5", and she almost always wears the regular length. So I think you'd be good. So now I'm back in number 1. The great little essential, now in the high neck microfiber tank in that classic black. And let's talk about the smoothing technology that is in the Bridget. So you're getting a nice lightweight trouser material, pull on, no zippers, no buttons, no fuss, a nice easy stretch waistband. And then again, this is a cropped wide leg with that beautiful scalloped edge. So it also comes in that beautiful white. I want to show you the technology on the inside here because this is not just another pant. And you can really see it in the white. Do you see this smoothing, this mesh power panel that wraps all the way around the front of that pant, all the way around the front of the Bridget? That smoothing panel is going to be so flattering on the body. And again, these definitely run true to size, and it is a great fabric, a lightweight fabric, as we start again transitioning into spring. So number 5 within trousers, for me, it is all about this great new pull-on wide leg from Bridget. Now, if the Bridget collection isn't a great fit for you, oh, I just want to flash these to you as well. This is like that feel from that great kind of satin suiting collection that we have, also in a pull-on with that beautiful scalloped edge there at the bottom as well. So different ways to go, but for me, especially with that great little smoothing panel, girl, I am all in with the Bridget. Now, before we move on to jackets, I got to show you one more woven top One more, number 3. We did a monochromatic look going head to toe in that beautiful white. Now, how do we do that in black? Look at this 3-dimensional lace shirt. To me, I'm almost bordering it on calling it kind of a shacket, kind of a half shirt, half jacket, because I can even imagine this as that beautiful kind of topper third piece over our Traveler's Collection dresses, our Traveler's Collection separates with a beautiful skirt. So you're going to need to either pair your microfiber tank or something underneath that. Beatrice, I could totally see this on you. She said that black lace is a must-have too. I love, again, that it's hitting right at elbow length. Look at the texture. Look at the dimension of this gorgeous lace. So if you're looking for kind of what I call that third piece, right, to give a little bit more coverage over a look, this is not going to overwhelm you. It's not going to take away from any sort of an elegant dress that you might be wearing. Again, the proportions, perfect, hitting right at hip level. And I want to show you two buttoned up as well. And Christy says, can you pop the collar? Oh, of course I can, girl. I got you. So how are we pairing this cropped wide leg? Well, going monochromatic is instantly, of course, going to make you look longer, leaner. And as I always say, it is the easiest way, the most effortless way to look polished and put together. Also, because you have that texture and the transparency of the lace, even though it is in head to toe black, the eye is already coming up. So yes, this is a slightly oversized piece. I also believe that this piece starts at a size 0. So I think that I am wearing this, the size 0 in this jacket. And Barbara's asking another great question. She goes, are those shoes, Chicos? Yes, they are. And shoes, I think they're on my must-have list. So stand by, Barbara. I'm going to be chatting about those in just a moment. All right. So let's stick with that gorgeous monochromatic now and start now going into beautiful jackets or toppers. So number 6, it's all about the blazer. Playing into that beautiful eyelet. Let's talk about a gorgeous black eyelet blazer. Now, I could stick with this monochromatic look. I want to break it up. I want to add a little bit of color underneath it. So to do so, I'm going back to number 3. I'm going back to number 3 on my must-have list in the wovens. And this time I'm just going to go with classic crisp white linen. I invest in a white linen shirt from Chico's every season because I wear it so much. I wear it tied up with shorts when I'm going to the beach. I, of course, wear it dressy. So I need to invest in a new one every year. So they've just dropped. I'm going to put it on and I'll be right back. So in the spring, I love adding a new jacket to my collection. And particularly within jackets, I like looking for something, a little unique, something that has a little, a new fabric, a new design detail, something that I don't have. I also love that this linen is in a fitted silhouette, but it's still going to give you great ease to it. I mean, look how chic this is just together, right? Just the ease of that beautiful white linen. Now, our linen comes in a variety of colors as well. But as I said, for today's show, with the purpose of building this perfect capsule wardrobe for spring, for me, it's all about those neutrals and then those little accents of color, those little accents of print. Janet says, oh, I am loving that Parisian purple tee. So now we have, let me get my collar situated here. That beautiful black eyelet. I love the transparency on the sleeve there. And what's great about this blazer with that beautiful scalloped edge, this is going to look gorgeous with black on black. It's going to look beautiful with just a great little classic tee and jeans and like a clean sneaker that can go along with it. So there's so much room to kind of play with how you want this to look. But this beautiful blazer, so lined through the body, and then you get the transparency across the sleeve. And I want to show you that beautiful scalloped edge detail on the bottom of that blazer. So it's a nice lightweight jacket. When I ordered this and got it home right out of the box, it looked completely fresh and ready to go. So another great travel piece as well as we kind of start thinking, okay, but maybe blazers. Yep, check, you got it. All right, this little one, oh, she makes me happy. You're getting that beautiful, vibrant Kelly green color mixed with a gorgeous neutral, kind of a winter white, a true like ecru there. A little bit of that eyelash trim there on the edge. And then those silver, totally functional buttons going all the way down. So we went from that blazer being in that longer silhouette, now coming into this great little tweedy jacket mixed in neutrals with a little bit of that fresh for spring green. I do know that this particular silhouette is available in both the regular and in the petite as well. Let me give you a little twirl from the back. Caroline says, love the blazers. Look at that little eyelash texture there, right? So cute. Now that is that same little eyelash detail that is on the bottom of that girlfriend jean. I promised you that I would show that to you. So let me grab that for you. But for me, when I'm kind of talking about number 7 being the blazer, 6 being the blazer, 7 being novelty, I'm either looking for, newness and color with this beautiful green, but it's still neutral enough that you can wear it with navy, black, denim. And Denise says, and not a bad look for St. Patrick's Day either. So this is the edging on that girlfriend jean. So it is seamed here. So it's not like it's going to continue to fray. It truly is just that really delicate little eyelash trim to finish that off. All right. Blazer, 6, check. 7 within jackets and toppers. Novelty, option number 1. Now let's go back to a classic black. And Betty says, the Chico's ladies jackets are the winners. I totally agree. Okay. This. If you're looking for a wow piece that you're going to have in your closet for a lifetime, look at this. So this is like that raw silk, like that shantung silk. So you can see it has a little bit of texture that goes through it. Look at this gorgeous stand collar. Now it has elasticity to it there. So it is going to kind of automatically already have that kind of regal sensibility to it. It is a lined piece. It has hook and eye closures going all the way down. And I'm seeing some great questions. Lucy is saying, would I wear that with the traveler's dress? Any of those blazers and jackets that I've shown you would look so elegant with that simple, straight dress. So here I love the longer length, but because it's still fitted to the body, I'm still able to do that great Bridget pull-on pant with it. Let me show you from the back as well. So this would be great for a cruise. Yes, this would be, I love that Jane is saying that looks like it's a great alternative to a blazer. Choices. Whew. So many good choices today, right? So if you need to, you can use those closures and go all the way down. And you are gonna hit kind of that true tunic length with that coverage underneath there. So number 7 within jackets, novelty, something different in this gorgeous silk shantung. But to me, it's all about this little collar. Right. All right, so let's move on to number 8 and talk a little bit about accessories. And Carol, thank you so much. She says, I am just loving all of these outfits. So we're getting into spring. Promise, it's coming. And I am always looking for a fabulous neutral sandal. And truly, the proof is in the pudding here. I have worn this sandal with every outfit I have shown you today. It is a beautiful neutral that's going to just create that nice long lean line, but it also has a gorgeous architectural heel here. So you're getting a nice cushioned footbed. Look at that beautiful gel insert. Look at the heel. It almost kind of has like a retro, like a 1970s sensibility to it. So this gorgeous, like resin heel here, but because it's a sturdy block heel, you're still going to get great stability to it. But for me, I am always looking for that great neutral sandal, especially like if I'm going to be traveling. Shoes, as Cher and I talk about quite a bit, will weigh down your luggage like it's nobody's business. So go light on the shoes. Wear your heaviest pair, especially if you're traveling, which are normally like sneakers. And then just invest in one great pair of neutral sandals that are going to serve you well through a multitude of different looks. So if you want to go a little bit more tropical, I also have this one as well. Now these are available in both this beautiful, rich tan color. They're available in black as well. What I love about this is, again, that nice sturdy block heel here. And these flowers, they're posable. They have wire underneath this beautiful leather floral petals so that you can kind of adjust them. So underneath, you'll see you've got full kind of caged support coming up the front of the foot. So this is another beautiful option if you're looking for that beautiful neutral sandal. And Rebecca says, and you are killing me with those shoes. I know. Okay, before we finish up accessories, there is one key category, number 9, that we haven't talked about yet. I gotta have a great dress for spring, right? So when it comes to dresses, I'm combining color and eyelet, 2 of the fabulous things that we've been talking about. I love a shirt dress silhouette. I just love the ease of it. So the buttons go to down to about your waist, and then it's clean all the way down. And of course, there's pockets in it as well. So I'm going to put on number 9 of our spring capsule wardrobe. Of course, it's all about the beautiful dress. So I challenge you to go through and think about the categories that we've talked about today. Tops. Go in your closet and separate your tops into those key categories we've talked about. Even if it's just wovens and then knits, which are like sweaters and tees. And then take your bottoms and separate them into denim and into trousers. And then dresses, I normally just sort by long and short, like knee length and maxi or midi or whatever. If you're feeling really fancy, I then like to also go through and sort by color. When you do that, it allows you at a very quick glance to see what you're really invested in, both from a silhouette perspective, from a fabric perspective, from a color perspective, and where you have opportunity. So if you sort your dresses and you realize, oh my gosh, I have a closet of black dresses. Well, maybe it's time for spring to invest in eyelet, but in this like fresh, raspberry color instead. So you're getting that beautiful kind of classic preppy color there. I love that Denise says, oh, I sort my clothes by color. That gorgeous eyelet that is transparent on the sleeve, but of course, completely lined through the body. Jerry says, oh, I sort by color too. And then hitting perfectly at knee length. This is that classic A-line silhouette. So with that shape starting right up underneath and then just kind of drifting away from the body. And again, see how seamlessly that beautiful neutral sandal just goes back to it. Let me give you a little twirl from the back as well. Now, you could add a belt to this to create a little bit more shape. I just kind of like the ease of it as kind of the way that it is. So to finish up, we are down to, well, we got to add an accessory, right? And I want to show you a couple of my favorites. So I exclusively wear Chico sunglasses. Hands down, I think that our sunglasses are the best combination of style, quality, and value anywhere on the market. There, I said it. And every time I'm out in all of my pictures, people are always asking, what sunglasses are you wearing? What sunglasses are you wearing? I'm always wearing Chicos. These are that perfect combination of classic cat eye, but then they have this beautiful little color block white trim there. So first of all, protect your eyes. They have great protection in them. Even if this particular silhouette is not your cup of tea, go and check out our sunglasses because I think that they are fabulous. And these just, what can I say? They make me happy. And I love that beautiful white trim. They feel substantial. They feel like a beautiful quality piece. Maybe you don't need sunglasses. Are we ready for a sun hat? Donna says they are the best sunglasses. I totally agree. Some hats you put on, you're like, I just can't I can't figure out the shape. Always push them up like right around the brim there. And then you can adjust it. So just the way that it comes is not always the way that it is. Like you can adjust it if you want it to be more up on the side. But I love this beautiful neutral woven with kind of that nice little denim blue there with the cute little tassels. It's also going to be packable as well. But last but not least, so many of you were gushing about that beautiful Parisian purple. Well, we also have it in accessories. So number 10, to finish up today's show of yours perfect spring capsule collection, let me show you these earrings. Now, these are also a gorgeous statement, but they are lightweight. So think about that beautiful pop of color to that monochromatic white look or that monochromatic black look that we showed earlier with just a little bit of that Parisian purple to finish that off. I always recommend invest in a couple key accessories, whether you're a necklace girl, earrings, etc., and then lay them out by your vanity or wherever you get ready so that you see them. Oh, and Andrea says, I just got those in pink. I can tell you from personal experience, the more that you can see, the more willing when you kind of last second are running out the door, you're going to think, oh, let me just grab those earrings or that necklace or whatever that might be. And Beverly, yes, this dress is completely lined through the body. And I will take a step back. Karen, it is definitely true to size because it is kind of an A-line silhouette. I would say it's even generous in sizing. So if you are in between on this style, I would even recommend that you could size down in it. If you saw something that you loved, all you need to do, 2 easy ways to shop. Click right below on the link or comment the word link and we'll get everything sent over to you. So you have your orders. We have the 10 must-have items to build that perfect spring capsule. The essentials, the tees, that woven top, denim, trousers, blazer, a novelty jacket, sandals, and finishing up with those fabulous accessories. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. Stay kind, stay fashionable, be the sunshine, and I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you all so much.